It seems like each and every week with an episode of She-Hulk, Marvel goes out there and says, hey, I know you thought we hit rock bottom, but don't worry, we can go lower. It can get worse. And that was absolutely the case for She-Hulk episode 6. This show has been rejected by so many people. People have tuned out completely. That's why we're seeing articles like this, headlines like this for the ratings. She-Hulk ratings in the gutter. First Marvel show not to make the top 10 in streaming Nielsen ratings. That's how bad it's gotten for Kevin Feige, for Disney Plus, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And She-Hulk truly is the worst thing that has been done at Disney Marvel. I don't even know if you can argue that. Every episode at this point just seems like it's complete all filler, and it's filler that's written by incompetent people. Episode 6 can be summed up as we completely detach from any type of storyline or plot. It's another episode where Jen feels bad about being Jen, but good when she's She-Hulk. She goes to a wedding. The B plot is two women who bond over a terrible man being a terrible man, and they get happy when that terrible man gets screwed over by a bunch of other women. The people who are making this despise men. They hate the audience. But I think what's more interesting about the reaction at this point to She-Hulk is when you look on social media, there's more people talking about who wasn't in this show than what actually happened today. Marvel fans are upset about no Daredevil or Matt Murdock in this week's She-Hulk. Spoiler alert, I guess, out there. Even though they teased it in episode 5, when you search She-Hulk right now on social media, the vast majority of shit you're gonna get won't even be about She-Hulk. Most people out there are trashing She-Hulk, to be fair, but a lot of people who aren't necessarily trashing it, but they're just disappointed, they only care about seeing Daredevil. Marvel fans are only tuning in to get a glimpse at Daredevil because that's what this show had to do to get people invested. Another week of She-Hulk has come and gone, and Daredevil wasn't a part of the fun. Marvel fans are growing impatient, waiting for Matt Murdock to waltz into the story. Last week teased his appearance in the show with a costume nod, but episode 6 rolled around and it was largely the central conflict between Jennifer Walters and Titania. And just look at some of the reactions here. Daredevil fans after watching this week's She-Hulk episode. Matt Murdock, silence. There's a lot of memes out there about this. Episode 6 spoilers. Daredevil fans after Matt doesn't appear in this episode. This is a spoiler from the episode because, again, this is the terrible man who women bonded over how terrible a man he was to other women. Very creative writing from all the lonely, single, bitter feminists that are writing She-Hulk. Every Daredevil fan, when they saw the title of episode 6, just Jen. Hashtag She-Hulk, hashtag She-Hulk attorney at law. Now, here's an interesting one. Y'all are acting a bit annoying about Daredevil not showing up in today's episode. Maybe you should remember this is actually her show. Nobody cares about Jennifer Walters and no one cares about She-Hulk. Again, that is why we're seeing this. That's why this couldn't even make the top 10 in streaming, the first Marvel show not to do so. It's because people do not like the show. People have fucking rejected it wholeheartedly. And by including all these cameos, they themselves are admitting that this can't carry a show, that no one's interested in this. They don't have the talent to do this. They have to rely on cameos to get any attention for this series. Another week without Matt Murdock. Now, I don't even know if I could play this on YouTube without getting flagged a little bit. This is obviously from season 3 of Daredevil when he takes it to Kingpin. She-Hulk spoiler. Daredevil stands when Matt Murdock didn't show up in this episode either. Fuck you, and I'll see you next episode. All of us watching She-Hulk this week for Daredevil.
Hoodwink, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
Pretty much. Thank you, Stephen A. Smith. Marvel fans, when they stayed up till 3 for Daredevil and he's not in the episode. Good old Shia LaBeouf. Daredevil fans watching She-Hulk this weekend. A boys Homelander clip, of course. You have an entire fan base who does not care about this show. And of course, the writers did their best to slip in some memes, corporate memes, as Nerdrotic called them, because again, toxic men are the enemy. The villains of reality for all of the lonely women that are writing She-Hulk are men. They despise men. And they have here some corporate memes. The left can't meme, and certainly corporations can't meme either. When you are Hulk, but you still dumb. You're supposed to be people that are shitting on She-Hulk. Guilty of dressing like a man. Wears yoga pants. Mad when you look And this was all for a 20, 25 second clip where they talked about toxic man children, toxic man babies who don't like She-Hulk. And they equated people who meme on She-Hulk to people that want to kill her. Listen to this.
Accepted. Hashtag friends with bros. Okay. So these idiots. Oh. This is...
See, look at this. This is the interesting part, right? What they're trying to do is basically make it like 4chan or Reddit, what they think is like an incel community, right? These are the people that don't like women. They don't like She-Hulk. Someone just shoot She-Hulk. So they're going from memes to people that want to kill her. How do we kill She-Hulk? This is what they think of their audience. They despise all men, and this is the box that they're trying to put them into. This is why this show is a complete, unmitigated catastrophe for Marvel, and every episode gets worse. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.